Hey, welcome back to Ragnarok. In the last video, we snatched an ice wyvern egg. We also milked our trapped wyvern again. I hatched the egg and got it raised up. We are all set for doing all of our testing for bison milk once we tame them. And that is exactly what we are going to do today. I've got a couple scouted out on the mainland, and I want to tame those, and then we can scout the Highland Island for more. First thing I want to do though is I want to make a vanilla cryopod. Now I haven't used vanilla cryopods in years. It's been a long time. But what I'm thinking is I can put baby bison in a vanilla cryopod and they won't age. And then I can just throw them out whenever the mom's ready for milking and get my milk and then re-cryopod the baby bison. Now if I do it with the SCS Dino Ball, I've got it set so that they mature in the ball. I can always change that setting, but I want to test this first and see if that'll work. So let's go over and make a couple cryopods. So this is the first time I've been over here to the red obelisk, so it's kind of cool. It sounds super peaceful. Let's go ahead and just dump all this stuff in here. I believe I counted everything correctly. I'm just gonna use 2 maybe. Let's just go ahead and have all 3. How about that? Perfect. And we'll take all these. Now I don't have a cryo fridge and I didn't think to make one, but I'm hoping that 30 days before these cryopods expire I'll have all the milk that I want. All right, so we'll scout this area at another time. I just wanted to make those up and have those ready to go. Now there should be a 150 bison over here, kind of in this little inlet area. We will get closer and we'll take a look. Now we've got our pie jack with us, and that's got all the taming stuff in there. On my settings, I believe a 150 bison is 3 superior kibble. But I also have the algae, so I think it's 6 algae, but it tames faster with algae than it does with the kibble. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of test it out. Whenever we get over here and find some bison, I'll set it up so that we can do some testing with algae and testing with superior kibble. Right around here somewhere. Thought there was one like right here. Is that it right there? I think so. Let's just mark it and see. 150 female. Perfect. Okay, so I need to do some testing. I want to set up a trap and see if I can trap this thing. Let's go here. We need to drop this trap down low. Let me think how I want to do this. It needs to be fairly level here. So let's go as low as we can get here. I don't know if that's going to work. Here. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. Let's pick these up. I think I know how I want to do this now. I want to do this on the back slope. That'll be the easiest way. Yeah, maybe right here on this back slope. If it was a little flatter, would be great. It's not quite so flat. Maybe come over to this back slope. Yeah, this is a little bit better here. Okay. This is going to be what we want right here. So we're going to drop this down like that. And maybe like that. Yeah. And here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I don't think bison can fit through this door frame and this one. So we're going to do that. And then I'm just going to put windows up over here like so. And here, and here. Now, I should be all set. I didn't mean to carry all these with me. Yeah, I'll figure that out in a minute. Let's go ahead and put you away before this thing aggroes. And I want to try our new unicorn out. And this is our unicorn. I've named it Kesha because it's sparkly. We can turn on the sparkles. So it's, just like Kesha with all the glitter. And we'll turn that off. And for stats, we've got let's see, let's do this. All right, we've got 34 into health, which is not great. 43 into stamina, which is pretty good. Food is 38. Weight is 31, not that great. Oxygen's 31, and melee's 39. So we really need to work on some stats on these things, and we will over time. But we've got a few points to put in, or a point to put in, so I don't think we really need anything right now other than we'll put a little health. That's about all we need. We'll drop that in there for you to eat. There. And I think what we'll do is I'll go ahead and put that polymer into the pie jack, and it'll last so much longer. Okay, so I've never tested this. Can you put that into a pie jack? And yeah, it doesn't do anything. I've never tested that, and I just wanted to see what it would do. All right, let's see. Let's just make sure. Let's mark this first, and we'll mark right there. All right, and we're going to just make sure that this unicorn fits through here. Okay, yeah, no problem. Now, if this thing hits us, it'll dismount us. And that's not good. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We're on passive. Let's go ahead and make you follow one. There we go. And we're going to go get the aggro of this thing, and we're going to see if we can run it into the trap. I don't think Bison can fit through that door frame like that. We'll see. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Now let's see what it does when it gets up here. Come. Oh, looks like we've got it trapped. Nope. Oh. Okay. In. Yes. Nice. So, I don't think it can get out. We should probably test that before we get too crazy. Yeah, I think it's hung up. I think we're good. All right. Well, let's see if we can get headshots. We'll test that in a second. We'll shoot it right in the head and see what happens. 197. Okay. Let's not hit it in the head and see what we get. Back. Oh, okay. Right through the window here in the booty. Okay. One, yeah, so we do get headshots on those things. And right there. Okay. Should be a couple more shots, I believe. And it's down. Just like that. All right. Well, that's pretty good. Now, pre-tame stats, we've got 22 into health. We've got 20 into stamina. Food is 26. Weight's 26. Oxygen's 24. Melee's 31. So this could actually be a high melee one. We shall see. And we're going to go ahead and I think what we'll do is we'll test this first with, let's go pick up this one. And I'm going to close this back just in case something crazy happens, like a saber tooth runs down here. We're going to test this first one with the, let's go with the algae. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe it's 6. And I always like to put a little buffer in there, you know. So let's go ahead and put the algae, put that in there. And we've got, let's see. I'm going to guess that it's going to have the food's going to have to drop by 50, kind of like a mutton. So the food is, we need to be at 11,650 or 49 roughly. I love the way this thing looks. Wait. 6. Yeah, it's going to take 6. And it fed sooner than I thought. Let's watch that again. I was not paying attention to it. Okay, it just fed again, and it wasn't quite 50. It was like 45 maybe, something like that. So its food is basically 11,699.9. So, 11,700. And it fed at 11,655 or 56, somewhere around there. So that was about 45. Okay, that's pretty good. God, these things are awesome looking. Look how awesome they are. I love these horns and the way the fur is. I mean, there are some dinos that have like weird textures, and Ark has never TLC'd them, but these guys look fantastic. Okay, so we are getting pretty close there. Well, there you go. Getting close to feeding, and we got it. Let's just take a look at you. Girl, you look great. I love the way these things look. Yeah, they're so big, but not, you know what I mean? Like they are big. You look great. Love it. Love it. All right, so for stats, we got 35 into health, 26 into stamina, 44 into food, 35 into weight, 41 into oxygen, and 42 into melee. We got terrible roll of the dice. I mean, that was terrible. I like exploring, on foot, on a dino on the ground. You see so much more than when you're flying overhead. But if you get into trouble, it's a lot harder to get out of trouble. Like if we around this hill and there's a giga on the other side, we would be hard pressed to get away on a unicorn. So we have to keep our eyes peeled, make sure we don't get into anything that we can't get out of. All right, so we've got a little bridge here, and let's just come right here and take a look. What do we got here? Oh wait, can I see back there? No, I don't see anybody back there. Are they below us? No. Am I in the right place? Probably not. I mean, they could have roamed up and down the ravine. Wait, is that a little cave? Huh. Well, now I gotta go in there and look. Oh, all those bison are right under us. Whoops. And we want the 150, so let's just do 40. And search. And there's a 150. And this one has got like super high oxygen, super high food. Maybe we'll get a good roll of the dice on that. Now, how do we get in there without those guys beating us up? Can I even fit a wyvern down in there? I was thinking I might scoop them up with a wyvern, but I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put you away for now. Let's put the unicorn on our hotbar. We'll put you out. And we need to put some foundations down. Before we get in there, we probably should make this trap. And that way, if we do end up dropping it in, if that's a thing, let's just drop it down a little bit, just in case somehow we miss and we have to scoop it or run it in, like that. I could have done that a little better. Let's go. Let's go like this and this, and here, here, here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this down like this. Yeah, I'll put it down like that. And if we end up missing, then we'll be able to get in there somehow and pick up the pieces. But now we gotta wait, how do I pick them up? I think it's R3 on PlayStation, right? I should probably test this just to make sure, so I'm not like doing the wrong thing here. Is there any creatures around? All right, let's get low to the ground. And okay, yep. All right, R3. It's been a while since I've picked something up with a wyvern. Okay. Right here. This is a little cave. It's weird, right? We're just going to feed these aloes this bison. Like so. Drop it down. We'll let them aggro to it. Okay, until we get the one that we want, we're going to just strafe run in here, and I missed. All right, our stamina's looking good. Okay, try it one more time. Let's line it up. Okay, there's got to be an easier way to do this, right? All right, we got it. Now what? Let's go ahead and I missed it. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's try it one more time. Scoop you up. And we gotta slowly line this up. This is not as easy as it looks. Did we get it? I believe we got it. I could have flown a B-2 bomber. Dropped the bison right in traps. I'm kidding. That was total luck. All right. Just to be on the safe side, let's put down some protection. And then we're going to get here, get on here, and we're going to come over just like this. We're going to put a little tracker on you. Like so. Nope. Yep. There we go. And we're going to give you a shot right in the head. Oh, wait. I marked the wrong thing. Okay. There we go. Headshot. Nice. I mean, you look like you're big mad at me. Okay. Right in the forehead. Down. Nice. Okay, now we do have superior kibble. So I'm going to just test this this one superior kibble. And let's make sure everybody's on passive. I don't want there to be any mishaps. I keep thinking that those aloes are going to run right over the hill at us. So let's take, I want to say it is 3. I believe it's 3. Let's go here and all right, we will get on like this and we can just watch from here. So its food is 11,699, just like the other one, so 11,700. And for the kibble, I'm wondering if it needs to drop like 85 below, maybe 90 below. We'll see. Well, I'll pay attention to it and we'll see. Okay, so it fed at 11,615, so it was basically 85 below, roughly. Yeah, it's going to take 3 kibble, but if I take the last kibble out and put in an algae, it'll tame even quicker, right? Yeah, I believe that's right. Let's do that. Because we know what we're getting. We're getting, on my rates, 46.6 off of 1 kibble. Let's go ahead and let's put us an algae right here. And we're going to come over here and put that algae in you. We're going to take this kibble out. And we still got some berries in there as a buffer. This S unicorn looks fantastic. I love the way this thing looks. Hey, there we go. We got it. All right, stats are going to be, okay, well, let's put it in here and we can compare. 35 into melee, 42 into melee. Yeah, this one's terrible. This is a terrible bison. It's just going to be a milker, I guess. So let's fly over here And what we'll do is there is a little trap I built, a prefab over here, and that's about as far inland as I went. But I think what I'm going to do is I think I put all windows on there, and I'm going to put some basically run-throughs in order to get yeah, here we go. So I put these higher walls up here. I probably shouldn't have done that. Matter of fact, I'm going to take this down. Let's just take this down. Those aren't going to be really helping in any way. There we go. And we're going to use our double, because that's worked for us so far. There we go. And there we go. Now I'm going to try to drop them in. I mean, we've run them in, and you know, on the unicorn, and I dropped it in off of the wyvern. So I thought they would dismount me from the back of a wyvern. They haven't. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably end up doing that again if I find a high level one. I thought I saw some out of the corner of my eye on this tree here. Let's just do a little quick search and see. 145. I tell you what, let's go ahead and drop this down to 135, because you can still get some good levels on a 135. Okay, so here we go. All right, so what we need to do is we need to line up our run here. And what was that noise? Oh, that was that guy. I heard some weird noises in my headphones. Let's get low to the ground here. All right, we're gonna scoop this guy up and yoink. Oh yeah. And now all we got to do is get over here, and as I get closer, I'll slow down just a bit. Just a bit. Bam! Just like that. Yes. That is the way right there. I mean, I could run them in with a unicorn or an Equus or anything. Really, you could run them in with anything. And let's go ahead and we'll hop off here. And let's take a look at the stats on this. 20 on health, 21 on stamina, 18 on food, 26 on weight, 37 into oxygen, and 22 into melee. I'm telling you, we're getting screwed on these guys. There, that ought to do it. I'm shooting everything but the daggone bison. All right. So we know what's going to work the best. I think it's the algae. So that's what I'm going to use. Okay, we're back from a game crash. Where are we? Okay, aloes are marked. What's in my inventory? 2 bison. Okay, so that other one's not. Okay, that sucks. So it's save. Okay, let's go and grab this again. Let me fix this trap again, and then grab that again and knock it out. Kind of irritates me that does that, but what are you gonna do? You know, game crashes and whatnot. Okay, so that's much better. Did I miss it? Got it. I'm turning into a pro. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. How did those bison find us? Alright, we got it. Now we're gonna need some stamina. It seems to be when you hit it with the frost breath, whatever's coming at you just slows down. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. Now that that's down, let's go. Let's get us a little more stamina. A lot more stamina. And let's see if we can't find this Ankylosaurus that I had just killed before. I can't remember how the spawn rates work on those. Nope, it's right here. Right here. Here it is. So this is going to take a lot longer on this guy because he's so low level. So we're going to be running out of stamina here pretty quick. Alright, we're getting close. One more hit. Finally. Ay, ay, ay. It took forever. Okay, let's go ahead and put these rewards. Wow, 56 levels. That's exactly what we need on this guy. Let's put this here. We got kibble this time instead of whatever it was we got the other time. And put that there. And, ooh, actually, we might just use this gas mask the next time we mess around with milking that wyvern. And then I also get some gems and stuff as rewards. And let's hit the save. And then let's fly over here closer to our bison, and we'll do some leveling up on this guy. Bison's pretty close to taming anyway. Alright, so first things first. Let's work on some stamina. We need to get about 1,500 stamina at least to start with. We need a little weight. I need to get this health up a good bit. A lot. 10k health would be nice. I don't know that we're going to make it. It's all stamina. Okay, we're so close to base. I'm going to go ahead and put this ice wyvern up and let it heal up over here. And we'll get our other one out. And that should be in the feeding trough range. Let's go ahead and let's get a little hijack milk. And I need to make some more here. We'll put this into you. And we're at 2,370. So right at about 700, 650, somewhere around there. And next time we come back, we'll do that again. And, you know, we'll get it healed up pretty quick eventually. All right, what'd you end up being? Let's see. We've got 31 into health, 34 into stamina, 32 into food, 41 into weight, 44 into oxygen, and 34 into melee. These things are coming out terrible. There are 3 here. 25. What? 145. Okay. Let's go ahead and just snag that one if we can. Oh, I got dismounted. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Oh, okay. That's the first time I've gotten dismounted from from trying to snag those and pick them up. Okay. 145. Okay. We got the 145. Oh, wait. All right, let's land. Let's go ahead and get you out. Now, what we need to do is not get hit. Not get hit. Let's go ahead and we're going to get you to run right after us. Oh. And we're going to put that. No. Okay. I think we got it. Got a little panicked there. I got a little panicked. So food is 21 and oxygen is 27, which makes it the second highest stat. Wait, how did you... Wait, did I shoot you too many times? Why is your torpor so low? Huh. Well, I guess we've been taming 150s. So I put out a second trap over here. I want to go ahead and snag that other one, knock it out, and be taming it while the other one's finishing taming. I think I'm close enough in render that this isn't going to cause a problem. There we go. We got us a 145 male. We need a male anyway, so that works out well. And let's see here. It's hard for me to see this trap now. Shoot. Put on the brakes. And of course we missed. And there we go. And the horns on this thing look fantastic. Nope, I missed it. Let's go ahead and loop around here. Game's feeling a little glitchy. I need to probably save. Okay, get right here. And we're just going to pick these up. And we're going to get you following us here. All right. Okay, let's get over here. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Nope, yep, there we go. Maybe one more shot ought to do it. All right, we got the other one. Let's put this one down. All right, so we got this one, and this one's now down. Okay, perfect. Let's see, 26 into health, 20 into stamina, 19 into food, 25 into weight, 29 into oxygen, and 25 into melee. I don't know how good that's going to be. Let's see what you tamed out to be. Oh, we want this right here. All right, 26 into health, terrible. 39 into stamina, 27 into food, 40 into weight, 42 into oxygen, and 42 into melee. Not as bad as I thought you were going to be, but not the greatest. Hey, there we go. All right, let's see what it tamed out at. We've got 42 into health, 34 into stamina, 36 into food, 32 into weight, 36 into oxygen, 36 into melee. So we got a fantastic roll onto health, which, let's be honest, we needed it because we've got some pretty bad ones. I think I'm done taming for a while. I'll tame more, obviously, when we find some more, but I just kind of want to fly around this little island. Haven't really done that, you know. So I just want to kind of get a feel for what it looks like over here. I want to see what's in this little lighthouse. Is there a cat spawn? Maybe? Hopefully. I'll just land you right here, and I'll poke my head in there real quick. Nah, I don't think there's going to be any cats in here. Nope. Yeah, well, it was worth a look. You know, a good builder could really rebuild this. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. 145. I'm going to put it in the trap. I think it's got pretty good stats. I don't want to take the chance of missing that. Alright, into the trap you go. And then back to exploring. I think this one's going to have the best stats so far, unless we get a bad roll of the dice, which could happen. One more hit, maybe? Yep, that did it. Hey, we got it tamed up. Nice. This guy was just hanging around, so I figured I'd go ahead and tame him. He's a 150. Let's take a look at these stats here. We've got 29 onto health, 41 onto stamina, 38 onto food, 37 onto weight, 24 onto oxygen, and 47 onto melee. This is going to be the one. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to name this one melee. And we've got a health over there as well. It's a male, I'm pretty sure. So we'll save this. And we're going to go ahead and put you away. And we're going to hit save. And we're going to take a look at a little Lystro buddy over here. One more feed and we'll have him. I haven't had a Lystro since Ark Survival Evolved. I used to use them a bunch in there because I had all vanilla settings. I didn't really understand how to tweak the settings. And I didn't have any mods, so yeah, I didn't get additional XP in Dino Ball or anything like that. So I use these guys a ton. I'm just going to tame this little dude, put him on the clip platform as our little mascot. Let him be on wander, although he may decide to fall off. Let's pick you up. Nice. Okay. So I think I'm going to name him Health. And then we've got a melee female and a health male. I'll breed them together and we'll start our bisons with that. The rest of these, they're kind of bad. I don't think I'm going to use them except for just being milkers. So let's go ahead and let's put us one out right here. And it's going to be right here. Nice. And we're going to whistle pass it. And like this. And I think what we'll do is we'll throw a little Lystro buddy out right here. We'll go passive, and we'll pet him. Like I said, I haven't tamed one of these guys in so long. I don't think anybody's within range to get the bonus, but it doesn't matter. Now the back side of this is kind of sloped. I don't know if you could build back here. Although it looks like you could build up top here. You could have like a cliff top castle. That would be awesome. Yeah, I might have to do a little cleaning out to do that there. That would be a late game base just because you'd have to have flyers to get up and down, do your harvesting, you know. All the usual stuff down there. Don't see any bison. That's an interesting little bay here. I wonder if you could get a boat onto that. Let's see what dinos spawn on this island. This whole island could be a base, but you'd be so far away from everything. Rex over here, the edge of the island. There's an enraged steg over here. I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Alright, we've almost got this thing killed off. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. And let's hit the save. And yeah, we got some rewards there. Let's go a little more stam. There should be some metal up here, right? I mean, metal for us is no longer a problem with the S. Dunkley Osteus. If you haven't seen that video, you got to go check it out. It is fantastic. That dino just so good at harvesting metal. It's got a big open flat plains area. You could totally build a huge castle base over here. So what's in this this lake here? Big beaver dams, a small beaver dam, bunch of beaver dams. God, look at the beavers. Good night. Is that a yellow beaver? I mean, this is like a flat, beautiful area to build, and you know, tons of bison spawn, of course. All right, let's head on back to base. Well, that was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure if a wyvern could pick up the bison. It was an adventure. We did trap them, and that's the easiest way. I'll get them breeding and set up a small milk farm. This little Highland Island is really beautiful, and there are so many flat areas to build on. You could make a massive castle base here. But you're kind of far out from the middle of the map, and that's where I was really wanting to be. Now, as I do more exploring, I may find a place that's, more in the middle of the map, and that's what I'll use to build on for my permanent Ragnarok base. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give us a like and a subscribe. We really appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one.